Hi, good afternoon, children. So today we have Miss Smrithi Krishnamoorthy with us, who is a Bharatnatyam dancer of international repute. Welcome to eSchool, Smrithi. Uh,
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Smrithi has been awarded the Best Dancer Award this year by Indian Fine Arts Society. Congratulations. Very, very proud of you. And I'll also tell you a little bit more about Smrithi, though there is a lot to her profile. She has also won second prize in choreography competition at the USA Cleveland Tyagraj Aradhana 2018 festival. Smriti is also a graded artist at the Doordarshan Kendra, and she is always in news in the national and international media for most of her achievements. So, Smriti, I would start a series of questions and would request you to answer them to the best of your knowledge so that any student who is still in a dilemma whether to take up dance as a career or not should be able to make up his or her mind. So, my first question to you, Smriti, is there a career in dance? And if it is yes, then how can one take it forward?
So, to begin with, there's absolutely a career in dance, ma'am. All art forms, as a matter of fact, there definitely is a career. You just can't put a tag to it. Like, it's definitely different from the corporate world. But if I have to talk about Bharatnatyam in specific, since I have a little experience in that, you can. There are many streams in which you can branch out if you want to take it as a career. You can be a performer, you can be an guru, that is a teacher, or you can be a choreographer. So, or you can do all three simultaneously if you have the capacity and potential to. But it, but each require a different amount of dedication and hard work. Like, for example, if you're going to be only a performer, you have to keep. Many people think that dance itself is an exercise. I would mildly disagree because you require a little amount of training to be able to do dance. So, like for example, yoga. My Guru Srimati Anita Guha, she strongly believes in having a very flexible and comfortable body. I mean, to tag it, body comfort is very important if you're a performer. So for that, you have to, you need muscle strength and everything. So yoga is something that a practitioner, a dance practitioner should definitely be into. But when it comes to teaching, I don't think they're so much focused on that. They should be how it is to reach to the students is will be their focus. And for a choreographer, each person's focus is different. For a choreographer, it will be how beautifully they do justice to the piece that they're choreographing, and how the audience are able to connect to their vision through their choreography, because the choreography speaks for them. So, so to put it in short, I think there definitely is a career in arts. So for a Bharatanatyam artist, it's either you're a teacher or you specifically choreograph or you perform or at least do two or more things together.
Yes.
So
Thank you. Thank you so much. So, what is the path? How, if somebody is decided to take up a career in this field? Because you've answered that yes, definitely there's a career in this art. It's a performing art. So, what is the path then one is expected to follow if somebody is made up the mind?
firstly, now you need a lot of passion,
Yes.
and a very huge support is definitely required. For me, thankfully, I have an amazing supporting family. My parents and my guru. I wouldn't have been who I am without all three of them support. So these two are definitely required. You need a strong support and you need the passion towards it, because as as you can see in any art form, this there is a lot of seniority, and it's not that as soon as you start you get into the limelight, or many people, their end result is they want to be recognized for what they have, the talent that they have. So that definitely is a long route, and you need somebody to guide you. Like I know many people who are freelance dancers and they have made it big only because of their own hard work. And I am grateful because I have a very strong guru who supports me. So she encourages me. For me, it's that way. So for me, I have my guru support. So if you ask me in short how what is the pathway, I would actually say it's a very trial and error. There is no written book rule or something. It's you just have to keep going. You have to keep trying, keep practicing. And one thing which you should remember is never give up.
Yes.
There will be a lot of places where, that is, you should just never back down. If you fall, you have to just keep getting up. So I think there is you just have to keep trying and meeting lots of people, because that happens in since Chennai. I mean, to talk in specific about Chennai, since this is where Bharatnatyam came up. So around every Margari season, that is the December January month, around 3,000 programs throughout Chennai happen.
Wow.
So when you go around and watch others dance, you connect a lot. So through connections, develop other opportunities. So I think it's you have to just make yourself available for everything. So that's how it is.
Yes. So you have to persevere. That is the mantra. You may
Definitely.
have challenges, but again, you have to rise up to your feet and keep moving. Excellent. And another beautiful thing that I liked about this is that you have to appreciate it. Not only that you have to do that sadhana and aradhana yourself, you also have to appreciate that art in others. Lovely.
Definitely.
Smriti, moving on to our next question. Which are the best dance schools in India as well as abroad, and what is the procedure to get into them? Just if you could give some idea to our students.
Ma'am, this art. One specialty about it is there are how do I term it? In the terminology, it's called bani. If you want to put a colloquial term to it, it's style. So there are various styles of in Bharatanatyam itself, and various school adopt various styles. So it's very hard to put. I mean, there is nothing called as a best dance school. So each school offers their specialty. So suppose I want to learn only extensively how to emote instead of my footwork, one school offers that. But if I want to be a compilation of both, if I want a strong base in my footwork as well as my expression, another school offers that. So it's actually very tough to describe any school.
I think I should, Smriti, sorry interrupting you. I should rephrase my question and ask you, how is one school different from another?
Yeah, that in fact is easier to answer. So how one school, like I can tell you about my school for a bit, Anita Guha's Bharatanjali. So my guru, she strongly believes that one dancer can never reproduce another dancer, or they cannot, even if we were growing up in our dance school, she made sure we always followed how our seniors danced, but we never copied them. So each person's body language is extremely different. So and so that's within our school. And if you want to differentiate other schools, there are many schools which strongly believe that you need a very strong footwork, which we call nirta. So that's dancing to jatis, dancing to pakvaj, that is mridangam, or just the rhythm portions which you need to be very strong. And there is another school which follows that you capture your audience more through emotions. So it's a mixture. So that's how each school vary from each other. And in there are to be very specific, most of our Bharatanatyam schools, they still believe in those days there never used to be any television. So how you used to reach to the audience is through bringing our epics in the form of stories. So there are many dance schools which still stick on to being having the cultural quotient. But nowadays there are many other dance schools who like to bring contemporary note into it. So that's how I think one school differs from the other.
So then it depends upon the individual student what you want to take up.
Correct.
All right.
I'm still a little old-fashioned in that way. I don't think I can express nature, or suppose there are giving me a topic and you ask me to do. I don't think I'll be that good at it, but I might be a better mythological character if you ask me to portray. I think I can do better that way.
Yes, yes.
So
That's your speciality. Yes. So, Smriti, moving on to the
Yes.
next question. What has dance? It's a very personal question, but very important for me to ask so that students understand that learning happens at every stage or with every field in life. So, what has dance taught you? You are a certified CA. So, why have you decided to do your CA, and why are you not a full-time dancer?
I'll first tell you why I become a CA, and
Yeah.
then I'll backlink my answer. So ever since I was a child, I was always asked what your parents do. So whenever I said my father's a chartered accountant, I used to see people's eye roll up, and I got the feeling they were looking at him as if he's a very big man. He's achieved a lot. So I never understood why, because I didn't know it was a difficult course. So then I wanted people to look at me like that when I grew up. So ever since I was very small, whenever they ask, okay, what you will do, I'll also say, okay, I'll be a chartered accountant, so that I could get them looking that pride, the way they look at me with pride. So probably it was always embedded in my brain that, okay, you should become a chartered accountant. So I don't think I even looked at any other options or what is possible. So it was just finish school and start doing chartered accountancy. So that's why I became a chartered accountant. But a very, very important thing that drove me to successfully come out as a chartered accountant is definitely my learnings in dance. Bharatnatyam has definitely taught me perseverance, and my guru strongly believes that hard work beats talent. There are many talented students, but unless you work hard, unless you know towards what your goal is and towards what is driving you, it's very tough to achieve it. So I think I would say, since I've been dancing since 5 years old, that is for the past 20 years, I never stopped practicing dance. So even in my school times, as soon as school got over, it used to be dance class. And in all my seniors, they are very well educationally qualified. And the my atmosphere in class was, dance cannot be a barrier for you to not study well. So even during my 10th standard board exams, I think if I'm not wrong, before my Hindi board exam, we had a Chidambaram Natyanjali program. So I was preparing for my Hindi, and two of my seniors who were writing 12th board, they were studying for their business studies exam. So it was in between board exams that we traveled to perform. So my guru always thought that you definitely need a strong educational background. So I think I would say why I did CA is one more reason. I had a very strong supporting environment. So so that's why I did CA. But now that I've become a CA, I'm definitely not going to stop dance, because I've not taken a break from it, and I'll never take a break from it. So I am a performer now, and hopefully I will be doing it full time.
Wow, that's lovely to know that you attribute your degree of being a chartered accountant to your dance, because dance had taught you to persevere, dance had taught you to work hard, dance had taught you to keep moving till the goal is achieved. Lovely. Smriti, so what are the work opportunities that dance as a career can offer?
I think it's almost like the first that I answered, ma'am. You can be a choreographer or you can be a teacher. And as a performer, it's not a career opportunity. I mean, it's not an opportunity, but you get recognized. And with recognition, automatically comes more and more opportunity for you to perform. So I guess it's the same as how it is a career for you.
All right. So you can have your individual setup. You could be a choreographer. You could be with some institute to work as a trainer or an instructor, and you can also work with the like you are an artist with Doordarshan. So I think media and the screen
Yeah,
again is a option for people who want to perform. That's
absolutely, absolutely.
great. Smriti, what are the challenges in this field?
That's a very tricky question. There are many challenges, ma'am, because for you to make a decision that you want to be a performer itself is a big step. So by the time you realize that, you need to be in the right age group also. So age plays a very major factor in this this field. And you have to you cannot be, how do I phrase this, you can't say that I need immediate recognition. That's not how it works. So you have to definitely be patient. And I'm sure all the dancers out there will agree with me, it is a little costly affair.
It
So
is.
that is a challenge. So because you have to always look beautiful on stage, so that will definitely take a lot of effort.
Yes.
So that those are a few challenges, I would say.
Definitely. You definitely need a dedicated family. I'm sure, as you said, you started at the age of 5. So it's your mother or your father who must be devoting and sparing their time to take you to the dance school, bring you back, and so many other.
Absolutely.
Yes. Smriti, so last question for you is, what advice would you like to give to the students who are still doubtful whether they should take up dance as a career or not? Because you are a chartered accountant, you must be working in the corporate world, you are an artist, you are performing on stage, and you are with the media, Doordarshan. So you've seen both the worlds. What is the advice for the students?
Ma'am, one thing is, if you're truly passionate about it, you should never let it go from your hand, because art is something I now, thanks to Corona, many people are going live. So I don't remember where I heard this, but I heard this in the recent past, this quote, which says, art, you have to use art to express art and to express yourself. So it definitely is a medium. And being born in India is definitely a very big, we're so culturally rich that we are a connection from with our past and to our future. We will show them how rich our India was, thanks to all the art forms that is available. I'm not saying only Bharatnatyam, but every dance style or any other art form, be it music, be it dance, or be it rhythm section. So if and it's not easy to bring the art that is within you. So once you realize that you have some hidden talent, you if you bring it out, it because every person is going to be there in the corporate world, but there won't be every person who is willing to give up everything and perform.
True.
And it definitely is a difficult task to gather an audience and make them watch. But once they understand what you're trying to express, it is a whole different feel. The feel that you get when you finish a good solid 1.5 hours performance and they come and compliment you is definitely something it's worth slogging for. So I would just say, don't think about anything. Don't think about achieving something quick or fast. If it happens, well and good. If it doesn't happen, also it's a very big learning process. So just continuously work towards it. Enjoy the process. The finish line is not the goal. What we learn through the process is definitely going to help us learn a lot. So I think that's what I would like to say. And never leave art is something that I have personally faced because it helped me qualify also. So that's what I would like to say, ma'am.
Lovely, beautiful. So one has to enjoy the journey and one has to live every moment of something that you are passionate about. That is your final message to our students. Thank you so much for coming to eSchool, Smriti. God bless you.
Thank you, ma'am.